The man who thought his way into partnership with Thomas A. Edison. This is Bill Moist, MSCPA. Well, truly, thoughts are things, and powerful things at that. When mixed with definiteness of purpose, persistence, and a burning desire for the translation into riches or other objects. This is one of my favorite stories. It shows how we are capable of accomplishing way more than we think. Well, Edwin C. Barnes discovered that men really do think and grow rich. His discovery came little by little, beginning with a burning desire to become a business associate of the great Thomas A. Edison. One of the chief characteristics of Barnes' desire was that it was definite. He wanted to work with Barnes. He wanted to work with Edison, not for him. Several important things stood in his way. Barnes did not know Edison, number one. Number two, he didn't even have enough money to pay for a ticket to ride the train to Orange, New Jersey. Well, these difficulties were sufficient to discourage the majority of men from making any attempt to carry out their desire. But his was no ordinary desire. He decided to hop a freight train to get to East Orange. He presented himself at Mr. Edison's laboratory and announced he had come to go into business with the great inventor. When speaking at the meeting later, Mr. Edison said, "He stood there before me, looking like an ordinary tramp, but there was something in the expression of his face that conveyed the impression that he was determined to get what he came after. I gave him the opportunity he asked for because I saw he had made up his mind to stand by until he succeeded." While Barnes did not get his partnership with Edison right away, he did get a chance to work in Edison's office at nominal wage, doing work that was unimportant to Edison but was most important to Barnes. Months went by. Nothing happened to bring him the coveted goal which Barnes had made up his mind as his major definite purpose. However, he was constantly intensifying his desire to become the business associate of Edison. Well, when the opportunity did come, it appeared in a much different form than Barnes had expected. Perhaps this is why so many failed to recognize the opportunity. Mr. Edison had just perfected his new office device known as the Edison dictating machine, later called the Ediphone. His salesmen were not enthusiastic over the machine, so Barnes seized his opportunity. Barnes knew he could sell the Edison dictating machine. In fact, he sold it so successfully that Edison gave him the contract to distribute and market all over the nation. Out of the business association grew the slogan, "Made by Edison, installed by Barnes." Well, the business alliance lasted more than 30 years. Out of it, Barnes became very rich in money, but he had done something much greater. He proved that one really may think and grow rich. Barnes literally thought himself into partnership with the great Edison. He thought himself into a great fortune. He had done something to start with. He had nothing to start with except the capacity to know what he wanted and the determination to stand by that desire until he realized it. With these intangible forces, he made himself number one man with the greatest inventor who ever lived. I hope you've enjoyed this powerful story. We'll have more in the future. But be sure to opt into our twice-weekly co-op updates at crowdsharing-coop.com. This has been Bill Moist, MSCPA, speaking today, the man who thought his way into partnership with Thomas A. Edison.